In the forgotten countryside of Eastern Europe, nestled between leafless woods and ancient hills, there stood a cathedral no one dared name. Once a place of worship, it had long since decayed into a monument of silence, its broken stained glass windows like shattered eyes watching the village below. Locals whispered about the cathedral's undercroft, a sealed crypt buried beneath layers of stone and sin. They claimed that centuries ago, monks uncovered something buried deep beneath the foundations, a presence that didn't belong in this world. Unable to destroy it, they entombed it in a chamber lined with sacred sigils and abandoned the cathedral altogether. From then on, strange disappearances plagued the region, and no villager ever approached the building after dusk. Elias Rowan, an archaeologist with a fading reputation, arrived in the village in the dead of winter. Drawn by obscure Latin texts and forgotten legends, he believed the cathedral held the key to something more than mere folklore, perhaps an ancient oracle hidden away by the early church to conceal a dangerous truth. The villagers warned him. One elderly woman, her eyes clouded with age, pulled Elias aside and said in a trembling voice, "You don't find the oracle, it finds you. And when it speaks your name, there is no silence afterward." He smiled politely and thanked her, but he didn't listen. On the third night, Elias stepped through the cathedral's arched doorway, the wind howling like distant screams. Inside, dust clung to everything like cobwebs spun from centuries of decay. He set up lanterns and began his descent into the undercroft, following fragmented blueprints and intuition. At the bottom of the spiral stairwell, he discovered a wall of iron and bone, literally. Human femurs and skulls had been fused into the stone, their empty sockets seeming to follow his every move. At the center was a circular seal, cracked but intact, engraved with symbols predating Christianity. Elias traced his gloved fingers along the etchings and felt warmth, as if the stone were breathing beneath his touch. With careful effort, he pried open the gate. Beyond it, silence reigned. Not the absence of sound, but the presence of something that made sound itself recoil. The room was circular, with a domed ceiling and strange carvings that twisted when viewed directly. In the middle stood a black altar, smooth and reflective like obsidian, and upon it lay a mask, half human, half beast. As Elias stepped closer, he heard the whisper, not through his ears, but inside his mind. Elias. Rowan. He froze. His breath caught in his throat. The voice was neither male nor female. It wasn't language, not truly. It was emotion given shape, familiar and foreign, as if something deep within him had always known it. "I have waited," it said. "They sealed me beneath words and prayers. But names cannot hold what has no name." Elias fell to his knees, not out of worship, but because his legs refused.